Everybody, it is Mark, and I want to tell you about the Dreame Home L10S Pro Ultra with Heat. I've owned roughly 6 to 7 robotic vacuums over the course of my lifetime. I'm a vacuum nerd. I love robotic vacuums, and this is my favorite one, and let me tell you why. First and foremost is actually aesthetically pleasing. Yes, you get the big canister, but let me tell you why I love the canister. First and foremost, it's got the self-emptying. When the robotic vacuum, you're gonna run around. You have pets, what'll happen is you'll fill this guy up pretty quick, right? And you gotta empty it out. Is it that big of a deal? No, but from a convenience factor, as it goes and it senses it needs to empty, it will empty. And where it goes is right in here. This guy pops right off, super duper easy. And this is your vacuum bag right here. Okay, so, and what is this guy right here? This is actually your cleaning solution for your mops. Okay, and I'm about to show you in just a second. Right, so this guy just pops right on, super easy. So it's got the self-cleaning function. It's got the mop function. I'm gonna tell you what, they all have, many of these have the LiDAR technology and the camera up front. I'll tell you this, one thing I like about it is the size. This thing is an absolute beast. It's one of the larger ones. What does that mean? It's got a bigger track width, so it's gonna clean your house faster. Okay, so that's one. I'll show you a demonstration here in just a second on how it works, but I'm gonna tell you this works absolutely amazing. Now, this is what I want you to consider when you're looking at robotic vacuums. This is the absolute best mop version you have. I don't want you to see this, right? These will actually spin around your floor. Most robotic vacuums with mops are gonna look like this, right? What they're gonna have is this right here. It does an okay job, right? But ultimately, all this does is drag along your floor. So think about that. When you've got a mop, right? You don't just drag it up. It's gotta, you kind of scrub a little bit. Now, again, this isn't gonna take the place of deep mop cleaning, but by golly, it is really good. I have pets, and inevitably when there's rain outside, I got my hardwood floors, they come charging in, guess what happens? Footprints everywhere. Well, this will help take care of it, okay? So there's that. The mopping feature is the best mopping feature I have. And the cool thing is, it'll clean the mop in the water. Let me explain. So you see these, I don't know if you can see this here, I actually can take this out. It's got a little mopping tray right here, right? That's where the mops get in there. And this will spin, right? And help clean, these little bumps will help clean that. Okay, so what happens? Let me explain how this works here. Oh, you can't see me. So I'm gonna drop down. Okay, your water, clean water, is gonna go right in here, right? And then as it empties, your dirty water is gonna go in this guy. It is really simple, really easy to clean, and then it keeps those mops clean. So again, with mopping, yes, you will have to clean out the water when it's dirty. But again, I use this sparingly, right? So it's not all the time. It's not my deep clean mop. But when I have those spills that I want to clean up my hardwood floors, this does an amazing job. And the last thing that I'm going to show you in the video is how well it works around your house, okay? Most of these new ones have apps. And I'll tell you this, their app is pretty sick as well. It allows you to choose mopping, vacuum and clean. There's turbo versions. It is the most robust app that I've had. A lot of these apps are fantastic. Dreame, once again, took a robotic vacuum and made it the best that's out there, including their app. So hang with me. I'm about to show you how this works around the house. But again, y'all, I've had 6 or 7 of these. I cannot begin to share how much I love this thing. If there's a way to love a vacuum, I love my vacuum. So stay tuned. Right after this, I'm gonna show you around my house and how it works. Okay, we're ready to rock and roll. Here is the app. I've already done the initial mapping function. So when you take it out of the box, you put it in there, the app will say, let's get a map of the house. What it does, it doesn't clean. It just goes around, looks at the cameras, looks at the LiDAR technology, and says they break it up, and they literally do this room. I don't know how it knew this was my bedroom, but probably because the bed, the living room, things like that. Bottom line, there's my kitchen. It mapped this out. I did have to adjust it. This little hallway right here, try to rename it a room. I didn't want to do that, so I had to break that up. Super duper simple to use. If you do want to edit that map, this little, at the top right, you see those 3 white buttons. You click the middle one. That is the edit the app. That is how you can add no-go zones. You can break it up like I had to change up my rooms. But again, what are no-go zones? No-go zones are little red boxes where I tell them not to go. I got wires underneath there. I don't want it to go. I can tell it wherever to go or not to go. All right. So now my map is set up. There's two things you can do right here. They're super simple. You got a deep cleaning, right? That you can click over here, or on the bottom, you can see it's got the routine cleaning. What you want to do here is depends on what you want. If you want to customize what each of those are, you can actually go in and do that. But there's two things you can do. You can do, look at the top, the white at the top. You got room, all, or zone, right? So again, that's only in customized settings. I'm not really going to use that. I personally can either do my entire house, but usually I use the room. And I come here in the living room a ton because that's where my dogs hang out. At that point, what we're going to do here is we're going to go room. I'm going to choose that room. See how it's highlighted? And then we're going to go to clean. And then I'm going to cut away and show you how well that works. But again, I'm going to let you hear actually what the vacuum says. I'm going to go here and click customize. I just want to vacuum, not mop right now. So hit clean settings. I can do mop, vac and mop. When I vacuum, right, I prefer the mop after the vacuum. That's just my personal preference. But at this time, we're actually just going to go to vacuum. Now, you got super dirty. You can choose max, turbo, or quiet, right? We're just going to go standard at that point, and we're going to go clean. And let's see what this does. Oh, I didn't choose a room. So I'm going to choose a room, and I'm going to hit clean, and now we go. All right, it is now de-docking off my deal, if that's a word, de-docking. And once this gets up and going, I'm going to show you what this looks like. Hey everybody, here you go. It is now working, and take a look at it. This is my living room, but it's going to come over here and just watch what this does. And the camera's picking up these lights. Can you see that? It's taking a look at the laser. You can see that. That is why this is the best one out there. There's none other that do that like this. But it's not banging any things. And I just want to show you how well this works. All right. And you got this little guy that's envisioning everything. It's working around. All right. I'm going to break this up because it's going to take a second to go around my couch. And I really want to show you how it works on your floors, the bigger areas are there. But this is fantastic because you can see this is under my couch, right? It's about to hit my no-go zone. And it's going to turn and not hit these. Yep, there we go. My no-go zone is going to be right over there. Let's see if it stops it. Yep, see it's turning. It knows not to go right there where my wires are at. Nope, can't do that. All right, so really, really cool. The no-go zone work. I'm going to back this up and show you what it'll do around the house. All right, I wanted to show you up one quick time. I just wanted to explain that what this is going to do is do the outside perimeter of your room first, right? So it does that. It then came back and forth and did this side. And now I'm going to show you what it's doing in this hallway right here. You can see it zigzagging back and forth, doing an amazing job. Well, let's take a look. All right, here you go. You see this guy zigzagging back and forth. It's already got the edges and it knows that, right? So it's not going to hit that edge as tight. This is going to help you from banging into a whole bunch of stuff. Again, this thing is a genius and I absolutely love this thing. So cool. All right. So guys, I'm going to cut away and give you my last final thoughts. But as you can see, this thing is dang smart. I absolutely love it. All right. You saw it in action. This thing is a dream to work. Pun intended. Guys, I love it. And I hope you enjoyed as well. Thanks so much for watching. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks so much.